On Saturday, it's going to be LAFC hosting Club América for a spot in the FIFA Club World Cup. And the big topic of discussion here is about the importance of this game. I want to actually say it in relation to LAFC. And Tones, I'm going to come to you first. Yes, you win a Supporters Shield, which they've done. They won probably the most epic MLS Cup of all time against the Philadelphia Union. That game was wild. I was there, and probably the best I've ever seen. And they've had tremendous success since they started. But this game is worth $10 million. If they can win this game, $10 million immediately just for making the tournament. And then if you win the tournament.
Direct deposit, Jimmy, or what?
Direct deposit. And $1 million, I hope so. And $1 million goes to the players right off the bat. So the club's going to get 9, and the players are going to get $1 million. And so, all right, we've all played before. You got a little extra scratch on something. Not to say you needed motivation or extra motivation, but it helps to have a little extra scratch. So that's interesting. And then whoever wins the tournament, there's extra $100 million. So yes, that's a bigger stretch, of course. But they're taking on a Club América team that's in good form. I know they got knocked out by Toluca in the La Liguilla, the playoffs of. In Mexico, but they were second going into the playoffs, and Zendejas in particular has been in good form and sold out at BMO Fields. I mean, there's just so much here, but I guess let's get back to the question. And Tones, I'm coming to you first. Is this the biggest game in LAFC history?
Is it the biggest game in LAFC?
I mean, think about the visibility. You win this, and now you're in the Club World Cup, and you're in a group with Flamengo, Esperance,
Tony on the spot. He said MLS Cup winning or
I was in the stadium for that one. Calling
it was incredible.
That was crazy.
It was remarkable. But think about the visibility. I also want to throw the visibility in there because okay, you get that money, but you also get this visibility. You're playing Chelsea in the first game in a meaningful competition. You have a chance to join Inter Miami and Seattle Sounders to carry the MLS flag in this tournament. I just think it could go a long way to building their reputation around the world.
Yeah, I'm going to say no, Jimmy.
Okay,
not the biggest. I'm leaning on no right now because MLS Cup is obviously what we play for. This is a new tournament. You're absolutely right. This could build your brand. This could get players' names in front of people
and money.
Yeah. I never want to discount that because I know it's important. I'm still going to go no. I'm going to say that winning the MLS Cup and challenging again for an MLS Cup is more important here, probably because I don't. Although I think they'll be okay. In you said there were Flamengo, Chelsea, and who?
Esperance,
Tunisia. Yeah. I mean, I think they could be okay. Actually, I think if they do get into that group, right? Seattle's in with PSG and Atleti. I remember that.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Inter Miami's got an okay group, but their defense is their defense. So I don't know if that's going to hold up.
Yeah,
they might actually have the best chance if they get in.
I know.
To make some hay in this tournament. But no, I'm going to say that MLS Cup is more important. In the big picture, but I would love to see him get in and have.
I'm with you.
Sure,
Tony.
I guess competitively, yes, MLS Cup. I want to make sure I throw that back in there. But just in terms of everything else, right? The money, the visibility. I don't know. I think it's important. But Chuck, you're saying it's not number one.
No, it's MLS Cup. That's how you build your foundation. And you talk about this team trying to be the biggest team in LA. When you're talking about the Galaxy with all the MLS Cups that they have, you need to have that MLS Cup to build off of the success that they've had and to kind of to know that they're going in the right direction. And I think John Thorrington has done an incredible job of helping this club move forward and with the right signings at the right time. This is going to be a real challenge. And, it's almost like it's an escalator. If they get in this competition and they're able to beat Club América, this is that escalator to put them in another realm where now it's not about LA Galaxy, LAFC. It's about world recognition. And, it's funny that you mentioned Inter Miami's back line. One of my closest friends, teammates who played for the Tunisian national team was on the staff at Al Ahly, and he was responsible for doing match analysis. And so he was, going through the matches of Inter Miami, and he just said, the team Al-Ali is salivating at the opportunity to play Inter Miami in that first game because of their defensive
man.
frailties, because they said they leave themselves exposed, and he's like, we're counting the players who don't run, and once you get over 2, you're in a difficult position. So they think that it's going to go very well for them against Inter Miami.
Okay, so leaving that aside, I agree with them. Let's get back to this LAFC Club América game. And Tones, let's just do a quick little preview. LAFC unbeaten in their last 8, only 3 wins. So they got 3 wins and 5 draws, and they're coming off a 2-2 draw against a bad Montreal team where they had to come back in that one. They were down 2-0. They're very good, though, at home at BMO Fields. And I think that gives them an advantage, even though it's going to be sold out. There'll be a lot of Club América fans there. We understand that. And it's going to be, I wish we could go. It's the same day as the Champions League, so we're all here covering it. But man, what a game that would be to be at. How do you think this one's going to play out? And do you think LAFC have the advantage?
The biggest advantage you mentioned is being at BMO Stadium. That's the advantage, right? They play well there. Obviously, they've got a game changer, a clear game changer in Denny Bouanga. They're decent defensively. They'll need I don't know that they'll have the ball, although when you watch LAFC play in general, they're not a team. Even though Steve Sherundle keeps talking about they want to be a more possession-minded team, I still think they're most dangerous on the counterattack. And if a game sets up any better than this one, I can't imagine, right, for being a team that counters. So that's what I expect, a team to sit back a little bit, endure a little bit of pressure, be solid defensively, and get out on the counterattack. And that's, for me, where LAFC is best. Every time I watch them, I always wonder why you want to change. Why not just be the best version of who you're going to be? Club América is going to have the ball for quite a bit. That's the way that they play. We see it through Leagues Cup. We see it every game they play. So go and expose them where you can.
Yeah, get some recency bias here. They played 2 legs against Toluca in the La Liga semifinals, and they drew 0-0 in leg 1 and then lost 2-0 in leg 2. To your point, Tony, they had a lot of possession, 63% in that game, Chuck. No shots on target. So they're coming into this game against LAFC not performing well, not scoring in their last 2, and not getting any shots on target in a must-win game. I find that, well, if you're an America fan, you're going to be frustrated that that's kind of the performance you are limping into. An important game for them, too. I don't want to take anything away about how important this could be for America.
It's massive for America. It'll also be good to see Zendejas against MLS opponents to see what he looks like. Obviously, he didn't get called into the U.S. men's national team, but I think it's a platform in a match like this where you say, this is someone who maybe will eventually get in versus, maybe it's going to be difficult for Zendejas, given, he doesn't have any success against LAFC. But this is massive for MLS as well, for Major League Soccer, to have another team in the Club World Cup, as the league is trying to progress and get more players to come to the league. So I'm really excited for this one too, Jimmy. It would be epic if we could have been there. I'll tell you that right now.
Also, I should mention it was the La Liga final. They play 2 legs. I was thinking semifinal, but it was the final. And again, Club América close. They were second in the table prior to the playoffs. So a nearly team as they try to go for the 4-peat, which I'm kind of glad they didn't win 4 straight. Like, it's a little boring after a while. I know. You're sad. We've come to the end of the video. But if you want more average to good content from your favorite former U.S. men's national team players, this is the channel to make it happen. Go look at our other videos. Go look at our playlists. And if you want more of the content, the best way to make that happen is to hit like, hit subscribe, and then turn on all of your notifications so that you do not miss anything that we drop or when we go live or whatever it may be. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.